What is going on, Warriors of Tamaris? Back again with another Call of Dragons video, and in today's episode I'm going to show you guys the 40% march speed mages in Call of Dragons. I have done so many testing and all I can say, this setup is fantastic. Today I'm going to explain everything about this 40% march speed. You're going to see how it's going to play well in the open field. If you're new here, subscribe for more content, like the video, share it with your friends, drop some comments down below. Let's get right into it. Alright, Warriors of Tamaris, this is season number 3, Rise of the Dragon, and in today's episode you are going to see the 40% march speed mages in Call of Dragons. This is going to be my setup moving forward because I am impressed with what I saw. This lineup was doing so good for me in the open field. It was able to move around everybody just like the Flash. So this is going to be super cool for this account. So today I'm going to show you guys the lineup, then I'll show you the talent tree, then I'm going to show you guys a video footage of me fighting with this 5 mage 40% march speed in the open field, and you're going to see how it works. It was done in the Battle Abyss. You'll also compare the merits to see what they look like. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is the 40% march speed mage setup. You have Lilia and the Velen, Margaret with Bahorn, Musiang and Thea, Bertrand and Tohar, and then Thunderlin and Thalea. The march speed has been synchronized to either 41% or 42%. As of right now, I have Margaret at 46%, I believe, and you're going to see why I did that. I will be changing it back to 42% to make everything work well together. So what is the importance of this 40% march speed? I have noticed that when you're fighting your enemies, sometimes when you target them, you are really far away. You are thinking that you're hitting them, but you're actually not hitting them because you're really far away. With this 40% build, you can just target someone and start hitting them immediately, which means you're going to lose out on some damage by picking the march speed. However, you're going to make up for it by being 2 seconds faster than your marches with the low march speed, which means you're going to have 2 normal attacks faster than all of your other teammates. And when you do that, you will be regenerating more rage than your enemies. On top of that, if you get targeted, you can move away easily. You can also refresh your marches easy and get even more merits in the process. So it makes up for it. It is pretty awesome. I have noticed that I don't get killed with this lineup. My movement is just like the Flash. I target someone and immediately I start doing damage right away because I can get to them as fast as possible. And when I get targeted, I move back. And guess what? Since I'm very fast, my enemies switch directly to hitting my teammates. So this is very, very good, guys. This is awesome. For this lineup to work, you're probably gonna need to max out your Bahorn. This is going to be challenging for some people if you want to try it out, because Bahorn Awakening gives you 30% crit rate to use with your Margaret. And yeah, this is going to be super cool for you. Now there are other ways you can build this if you don't have Bahorn. You can try and put Thea behind your Margaret, but I don't know how you're going to get all of them to move at 40% march speed. With that explanation out of the way, we're going to go straight to the talent tree right now and you see what they look like. First of all, before we go to the talent tree, let's talk about Margaret and Bahorn right now. This march is moving faster than everybody else. Now I did this on purpose because I wanted to see something. Now since Margaret was moving faster than everybody, she was getting the first hit before everybody. And since she was faster, it means enemies can target her very fast. She was the one who got targeted most of the time because she is extending faster than everybody. So this has made me think about building my archer marches in a different way. For example, if you're using Kinara and Husk, or if you're using Kinara and Nico, you can make sure that your Kinara and Nico is 5% faster than all of your other archers. That way your Kinara and Nico can be the first one in the front line. And when it gets targeted, you can do that counter-attack damage. So you force the enemy basically to target your Kinara Nico or Kinara and Husk. This is something you can do. But for now, I'm going to lower the march speed for Margaret and bring it back to 40% just like everybody else. Now let's check out the talent tree. These are all the talent trees that I used for my 5 mage bomb. So we had Magrat and Bahorn. You know what? Let's go in order. We start with Lilia and Velin. So this is Lilia. She has level 3 Infernal Flame. This is what the pet looks like. 3-star talent. This pet is helping a lot. And then we go to the talent tree. It's the standard talent tree for Lilia Velin, which is what I'm using over here. I have 1 point left. I might put it here because I might switch Thea and bring her to this lineup and then move Velin somewhere else. So we're going to see how that plays out. We got 15% march speed from here. We got 6% march speed from here, making it 21. And Velin has 20% march speed. I'm making this 41% march speed. Or I can put Thea as a deputy and make it 41% march speed as well. So this lineup is complete. This 1 point will most likely go over here because I could switch between Velin and Thea. And then I'll decide what to do here. If I really want to be using books to get this done. Next on the list was, I believe, Magrat and Bahorn. So this is Magrat. I am using the talent tree for the mages. So right now it is, I think 6% or 5% faster than my other marches. So I'm going to be taking out 3 points from here and then I'm going to drop it over here in suppression. Or I'll max this one out to level 5. But I think I'm just going to put it in suppression. Suppression will allow me to put a normal attack debuff on my enemy, letting the enemy take up to 6% normal attack damage because I'm going to put 3 points here. And this works through rage skill. Bahorn has a rage skill, so this is going to work for this lineup. So if I take out 3 points from here, we're going to have 4% march speed from here. We got a 6% march speed from here, making it 10. We got another 10 here, that is 20. And then Bahorn has a 20% march speed for Celestials. So that makes it 40% march speed. Or I could keep here maybe 3 points to make it 42% march speed. So that's how it's going to look like later on. The artifact that I'm using is going to be this one right here, the Phoenix Eye. I might try this one, the HP artifact, but we're gonna see. I'll try it at some point. As of right now, I am using this War Pet. I might bring in the Sun Lizard, but I think I'm gonna build this one up, remove this heart wall and put something else here. Just make sure it works great. So this is Magrat and Bahorn. The next one was Bertrand and Tohar, I believe. So this is Bertrand. We have a level 4 Mirage Orb. This is the pet. I really need to work on it, but not a lot of exchange coins. So this is what the talent tree looks like. I went full PvP just to get the march speed. So we got 10 from here, 10 from here, which is 20. And then plus this one right here, which is 15, making it 35, plus this 6 brings it to 41%. And I also have this healing thing right here, which should give my Tohar some survivability in the open field. I have 1 point left. Don't know where I'm going to drop it yet, but we're going to see where that goes. So this is Bertrand and Tohar, 41% march speed. Lilia Thea, 41% march speed. Magrat and Bahorn will be at 42% march speed or 40% march speed, depending on what I'm going to be looking for. Next on the list, we had Mu and we had Thea. So we got Mu, Thea as the other lineup. So this is what my Mu looks like. She is only 5-4-2-1 and she is doing fantastic with Thea behind. The artifact that I'm using is the Visage of the Sanctus. It is level 2. I'm thinking of taking it to a higher level, but we're gonna see. And I'm using this Sun Lizard right here, which is pretty good. And then we go to the talent tree. We see what it looks like. So this is how I built it. I went again in the full PvP talent tree. I was planning on going here, but if I tried to do it, I wasn't gonna make it to the 40% march speed. So I had to go to the full PvP talent tree. We got some healing here to help. We have some damage dealt increase, which is pretty good. Over here we got 10% march speed. From here we got 4% march speed, making it 14. Plus this one here, which is 6, making it 20. But I'll decide if I need to get this 1 point over here and make it 42% march speed. So it'll be Mu, Thea and Magrat Bahorn with 42% march speed. And then Bertrand and Lilia with 41% march speed. We're gonna see. Still deciding what to do with the speed. So this is what the talent tree looks like. We got Moo as the primary. I might put the 5-point here on head held high, but we're gonna see very soon, depending on how much rage I generate in the open field. So this is the talent tree for Thea and Moo. Thea and Moo. Thea also brings in 20% match speed, so that is like 41 or 42%. And the final pair in the lineup is Thunderlin and Thalea. So let's see what the talent tree looks like. For this to work, you're gonna have to put Thunderlin as the primary. This is what the pet looks like. This is what the artifact looks like. It's only level 2, and my pet is 2-star talent. When I go to train, let me show you guys what I have in my inventory right now. I have successfully extracted 2-star talents. I got 2 copies. Where are they hiding? They're hiding somewhere. Okay, I got 2 copies of this one, and then for the 1-star I have about 9. I need 6 more. Let me see. I need 7 more 1-stars to make my Seraphic a 3-star talent. So I'm very excited about that. I hope I get it done by the end of this season. So we go straight to the talent tree, and you see what it looks like. I've gone in all 3 directions to get the match speed. We got 15%, plus this 10 making it 25, plus this 10 making it 35, and another 6 from here making it 41% match speed. So I have 3 marches with 41% match speed, and then the other 2, which is Moo Thea or Margaret Bahon, will be moving at either 40% match speed or 42% match speed. I'm going to decide which one I want to give them. Or I could make my Margaret and Bahon move at 40% match speed, and then make Moo Thea move at 42. That way they are faster than everybody else, and they are in front to provide some protection since they are very defensive. So this is what the 40% match speed mages look like in the open field, guys. This is great. It makes it so that you hit the enemy as fast as possible. You could lose out on some damage from the talent tree, but you make up by hitting your enemies with 2 normal attacks faster than everybody else. And you can also refresh as fast as possible. You can maneuver properly in the open field. You can get away from your enemies. You can chase them as fast as possible. Sometimes when the enemy are retreating, if you have the fast match speed, you should be able to chase them and get a lot of damage. So this is going to be impressive. Again, to show you guys what the lineup looks like, multi-create, preset number 1, and this is the lineup. This is what it looks like. This is what I'm going to be using moving forward. And I will be bringing you guys more tests in the future. As of right now, our season is almost over. There isn't a lot of fighting. It is just small skirmishes here and there. If I get some good fights, I'm going to record and show you guys some more footage. As of right now, I'm going to show you a small footage of a fight in a battle abyss. It's not very impressive, but it'll let you see how these marches perform. If you're new, subscribe for more content. Enjoy the remainder of the show. See you guys in the next one.
Never been there before. Couldn't you send me somewhere closer?
Bow before me! to be consumed by my flames! Fools!
I'll fly there. Sun's a tad strong.
I'll burn you all! Bow before me!
Couldn't you send me somewhere closer?
Refine your thoughts, your character, and your craft.
I'll burn you all! It is an honor to be consumed by...
I'll fly there.
The mountains and fields are filled with precious herbs.
I'll burn you all!
Refine your thoughts, your character, and your craft.
Sun's a...
Wall! Face the flame!
Sun's impotent.
Quiet heart, calm gaze, still thoughts. I will go wherever I'm needed.
The Merchant's Guild doesn't work their mules this hard.
I must find my own path.
To be consumed by my flames! Face the flame! Bow before me! It is an honor to be consumed by my flames! Bow before me! Fools!
Merchant's Guild doesn't work the mules this hard.
I must find my own path.
It is an honor to be consumed by my flames.
We ain't going to Black Crow Gorge, are we?
I must find my own path.
I'll burn you all.
The Merchant's Guild doesn't work the mules.
I must find my own path. Your presence here has unbalanced the cosmos.
I hope I'm getting hazard pay for this.